welcome back. I'm Carrie and this is Keep It Simple DIY. I've got a lot of canning projects going on today, one of which is we are going to be making some blueberry pie filling. I've never made a pie filling before, but I often like to use pie fillings, not necessarily in a pie, but more in a hand pie. So I have out my Complete Guide to Home Canning USDA recipe book, and this is what we're going to use to make our pie filling. Pie fillings on page 2-27 of this cookbook. Definitely make sure anytime you're canning to use a safe, tested, trusted recipe. We want to make sure we're always canning safely. So for this recipe, I need thawed blueberries, which are here. These are thawed. And then granulated sugar. I need clear gel. This is the cook type, right? Yep, make sure I got the right one. And I need lemon juice. And then it says possibly food coloring. I'm not going to add any food coloring though. I find that that's not necessary. So we need to figure out how many blueberries we have here so we can know how much of everything else to use. Let me show you the recipe real quick. So this recipe shows me in 1 quart and 7 quarts how much we need. I know I don't have 7 quarts, but let's see how many quarts worth we have. Take a guess, leave your comment below. How long will it be before I get blueberry on this page? Okay, let's see how much of this we have. Am I supposed to drain this? Drain but keep heated. Okay, we need to drain it. That was a mistake on my part. Now I'm wondering, what am I going to do with all this blueberry juice? And I also need to keep these heated, so maybe I'll just microwave them to heat them up right before we need them. I'm just running out of room on my stove because I'm doing quite a few projects at once. Ooh, I wonder, do you think I could use this blueberry sauce, like the liquid, in my sourdough and make like a lemon blueberry sourdough? Oops. That could be good. These are the tiniest blueberries I've ever seen. All right. Okay, this worked out perfectly. I have 3.5 cups of blueberries and 1 quart needed 3.5 cups of blueberries. So we are going to make a quart. I am probably going to put it in pints or maybe half pints. I'm still debating on what size. Regardless, pints or quarts cook for 30 minutes. And this is a boiling water recipe. So that means I need to actually increase it by 10 minutes because my altitude. So that's 40 minutes that I have to boil these for. So what do I need to put in here? I need to do a 3/4 cup of granulated sugar plus 2 tablespoons. So 3/4 cup, we've got, this is the half cup measure. If you haven't seen these before, these are my favorite. They have a line halfway through, which is why I chose the half cup measure, because then I can just come in here with the 1/4 cup, and there's our 1/4 cup. And then we need 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons, right? Yep. And then we need some clear gel. We need 1 tablespoon plus 1/4 cup. And I don't want to dip the 1/4 cup in there with all that sugar on it. So I'm going to do this just over it. Ooh. Well, actually, I think that's... Okay, there's our 1/4 cup. And 1 tablespoon. And is that how much it was? 1 tablespoon? Yep. We're also going to need some cold water. How much? 1 cup of cold water. But I need to mix these together before I put the cold water in. Call me crazy here, but why would we use cold water instead of that juice? I feel like perhaps because I bought pre-frozen blueberries, it seems like it just makes way more sense to use that as the water. And water doesn't have anything to do with safety, but would that, we can can blueberries without, I'm trying to think through on if this is safe or not, because I don't want to do any rebel canning, but I've canned blueberries, just blueberries and sugar, so you definitely wouldn't need, I don't know. I'm going to follow the recipe the way it is, just because I want to make sure it's safe, but I'm thinking it kind of would make more sense to just use that juice instead of water. But either way, I will make sure to use that juice at some point. I'm gonna try to get all these lumps out of here. Okay, let's throw our water in. Gonna mix it up, and then we will get it on the stove. I wanna mix this all thoroughly before putting it on the stove because clear gel is basically just cornstarch. It's a little bit different in its properties, but it works the same way. And with cornstarch, if you leave any lumps, you're gonna have lumps. So I'm going to do my best to get all these out. Okay, let's put it on the stove. All right, let's get this heat on, and we are going to stir this. I'm gonna reread these directions because this is new to me. Cook on medium-high heat until it thickens and begins to bubble. Add the lemon juice and boil for a minute, stirring constantly. Fold in the berries. Okay, and the lemon juice that we need is 3 tablespoons. So here's my tablespoon. We're gonna need 3 as soon as this thickens up. And my berries are warm, so that's good. Okay, we're now thickening up. I don't know how much thickened up it wants it to be before I add in the lemon juice. Well, we have to do it for another minute after that. I'd say we've thickened up. Yeah, let's add the lemon juice now. Or actually, nope, I can feel this is coming around just to be a certain, there we go. That's probably it. Okay, let's add the lemon juice. 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let this go again for a minute. Okay, let's add our blueberries. I think I'm gonna turn off the heat while I fold these in. Okay, this should fit in these 2 jars, so let's see if that happens. Oh no, I put some on the towel. Oh well. I guess that's some for us to eat, right? Okay, so 1/4 inch headspace. There's that one. Okay, I have a little bit left in there that I will just put in a jar in the fridge. Let's wipe these rims. And get a new lid and a new ring on each of them. And then we'll get them in the canner for 40 minutes. Oh no, it might not cover the top. No, I need more water. Or I need to add more jars. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put something on the bottom. Okay, let's try that again. I added some more hot water to this pot. We'll have to let it come back up to boiling again. And now I'm gonna put these jars in. And you know, I'm looking at it. They're covered, but they're not gonna be covered during this whole time. So I need to add a little bit more. Gosh, I probably should put another jar in there too, because it's, all right, put a lid on it. Let me dry this rest up. Okay, we have this much in a little jar that we'll put in the fridge. Now, you better believe I'm going to clean this up by trying it. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I need to let this come up to a boil, and then once it comes up to a boil, I will start the timer. In the meantime, I am going to clean out this pot, which you know means scrape it and eat all of the insides and then wash it. So I'll be back when these are done processing. Okay, these jars have processed. I'm going to take them out of the canner and then just set them on that towel. All right, there we have it, our first 2 jars of blueberry pie filling that I've ever made. I actually really liked it, at least before it was canned, so I'll check after, see if I still really love it. This might be my new favorite thing, is making pie fillings, because I love having pie fillings in the house. I also got this little jar of pie filling just for in the fridge. You might notice behind me, I think I mentioned it earlier, I am doing a ton of canning today. I'm making separate videos for each thing. I'm making strawberry jam on the stove right now, and then I'm also going to be making barbecue sauce. So definitely look out for those videos as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and haven't yet, please subscribe. I would love to see you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.